What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Star Savior video, and today we are going to talk all about the limited Carmen's banner. Now, she is a part of the wedding series, looks very visually appealing, in fact, so appealing that it might get me demonetized on this video, but whatever. We're still going to talk about her today and why I think she is one of the best banners you could pull for so far in this game. So she is a blue character, so she's not cosmic, which means on the pickup rates, even though it's 4% for that SSR total, she is going to be a 2% pickup rate on this banner. The cosmic characters such as Lacey, Sarah, if it's their banner, it will be 1%. So you basically have double the chance to get her compared to like Waltz, Sarah, and stuff like that. Although if Waltz, Sarah does have that beginner banner again, it will be 2% as well. But in general, the cosmic rates will be a lot lower than the RGBs. In fact, half of the rate. But before we talk about her skill kit and if she's worth going for, a word from today's sponsor. I've been playing Raid on the channel for a while now, and I'd love for you to check out my content and join me. The link in the description is crazy. You'll get $200 worth of rewards, so click the link, follow the steps below to set up your new account, and join me to claim your rewards. Alright, now back to the video. So we're going to talk about her skills, and a lot of people do like to compare her to Waltz, Sarah, and you'll see why, and it's mostly because she plays as a healer and also just someone to protect your team. So let's actually look at her passive first. This is going to give Oath of Devotion to the ally with the highest attack, and this is going to make it so that Carmen will take 40% of the damage as like damage share in place of that ally, only for single target. So for AoE, you have to keep in mind that this will not take effect, but for single target, it does. And also will increase action gauge by a certain amount, depending on how many copies you have of her. So if you look at the copies here, you'll see that as you get more copies, that action gauge push will go up. But the 40% damage share will be the same even at 0 stars with just one base copy, so you don't really need too many dupes of her, which is great. Even though the action gauge is great, going from 18% to 30% by getting 3 extra copies, I don't really think it's worth it for most people. But you'll also see that she'll also heal after using a basic skill, which makes her very similar to Waltz, Sarah, and this will scale with her max HP, right? So next we have her basic attack, right? So this is just a single target attack, scales with max HP as well, so she does do decent damage. Nova Burst does more toughness fixed damage, and you'll also see this will heal if you Nova Burst, so nothing too special. And then we have her S2. So this ability basically will make it so that this will proc whenever an ally with that passive Oath of Devotion is attacked, and this is going to restore an ally's HP when you use it and give them a barrier, and also when it procs, same thing, and it'll increase the action gauge of Carmen and also that ally. This is extremely strong. Basically, she makes for an extremely good protector of a single character. So because in a lot of PvE content you're running 1 DPS, like main DPS, this is just really, really good. And the heal and barrier will scale with her max HP as well. And then we have her S3, which is pretty similar to Waltz, Sarah's, where it will heal and also remove all debuffs. But the thing is, it doesn't have that turn meter push. So yes, it's going to be, in my opinion, slightly worse. But the biggest thing about her is the fact that she's really good at mitigating single target damage on your DPSs. Now, in general, in a lot of PvE scenarios, you're fighting a lot of AoE, and also in PvP this can be the case as well, but still, in terms of healing, she's really strong. She can heal for a lot. So, if you guys are new to the game, she's a really good banner to pull on because she's a really good support. Is she as good as Waltz, Sarah? Honestly, I think they're pretty similar in strength. Waltz, Sarah honestly is just like super broken, so it's hard to compare them. But in terms of strength, she's a really good support, and I think especially for PvP, if you guys are fighting against a lot of single target, she's just a god tier pick. And on some bosses where there is a lot of single target, she's really good as well. And I've seen a lot of people say that she's really, really good. So this character, we're going to summon for her today as well. And hopefully we end up getting lucky because I do want to get multiple copies of her. But before we do that, let's talk about her Arcana. So the thing with the Arcanas now is you can share Arcanas. So if you actually like go to the profile, which I'll show you now, if you have friends with Arcanas, super long loading screen, of course, never gets old. If you have like a featured Arcana, your main Arcana, they can actually use it in their journey runs, right? So you just have to friend someone that has their Arcana. So honestly, the summoning meta for Arcanas, you don't really have to pull for them anymore as long as you have friends that are whales, because you can borrow theirs. But her Arcana is going to be pretty good. It's going to be for herself, so the potential is only for herself. But basically, every time you use the special skill or ultimate skill, you gain 2 Nova Force, which is very nice. And you also have max toughness boost, so it's harder to break her. which is a decent bonus as well. But in terms of her Arcana, yes, if you're going to play her very seriously in PvP, you definitely want it. But I don't really think it's a must have because, you know, you don't really need to run it on her to make her usable like other characters like Hilda with her Arcana. Just friend someone that has the Arcana and you're pretty much good to go. So find some whale friends. But like I said, we are going to summon for her today. I'm not going to summon for the Arcana because I'm just going to friend people with it. And hopefully we end up getting lucky because I do want multiple copies. Oh, we hit an SSR and we hit a support. Is it her? Okay, so I just hit her right away in the first multi. That's kind of nice. Do I go for more copies? So because I'm free to play, I think I'm not going to go for it, but she is limited. Now I don't see it saying anywhere that it is limited, which is interesting, but they did say on the live stream she is limited. So maybe I will go for more copies, but I did end up just getting her on the first multi. So I guess I'll do I guess the multis on the Arcana now. I'll do like one multi and hopefully I get the copy and I can use it. I just got 2 off banner SSR Arcanas. That's absolutely insane because that means I lost the 50-50 twice. So I'm gonna do one more. Hopefully I hit. And of course we don't, but I think I'm gonna stop summoning for now. Like I said, this character is very good as a support. If you guys are pulling for her, let me know down below. And if you guys are, how many copies you are going for her. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.